Back when I was in my early 20s and was seriously getting into sport bikes and road racing, there was a wonderful batch of 250 and 350cc two-strokes that you could buy that were just perfect for younger, shorter riders who wanted to both look cool and go fast while honing their skills during their first couple of years out on the road. Fast forward some 3 decades, and now a whole new batch of small displacement sport bikes have arrived on our shores. Bikes such as Honda's CBR 125, 250, and 300R, Kawasaki's Ninja 300, and KTM's RC 390. Added to that list is the machine you see before you now, Yamaha's YZF R3. At the heart of this beauty is a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected 321cc parallel twin cylinder, mated to a slick-shifting 6-speed tranny. Yamaha claims the R3 cranks out some 42 horsepower, and it certainly feels peppy. Up front, you'll find a 41mm non-adjustable fork with a 17-inch hoop, while out back, a single linkless shock soaks up the bumps while riding on another 17-incher. So how does the R3 work out on the open road? Well, this week we invited Sherry Payne to sample the R3 alongside a Honda CBR 300 and a Kawasaki Ninja 300. Here's what she had to report back after a full-on day in the saddle.
So yesterday you roll up to Yamaha, they push the bike out of the garage. Voila! We were expecting the blue one, we got the red and white one. What was your first impression when you actually saw the bike?
I was actually really impressed how it looked. I expected it to be a lot smaller body-wise, so I was pleasantly surprised.
So you fired it up. You got to ride it quite a bit over the last 2 days. A lot of highway.
Yes.
What did you think? What was your first impression of that engine?
I was expecting it to be a lot not as powerful as it is.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of power that it had and how well it handled on the highway. I was expecting for a smaller bike to be blown around on the highway, and it was nice and solid on the highway. It felt like my own bike, my 600. It felt nice and solid and heavy, and I really liked it, and the power was there when I needed it and wanted it.
Obviously, if they're trying to appeal to entry-level riders, intermediate riders, you want a light clutch and smooth shifting. How did you find the shifting?
It's perfect. I would highly recommend this for entry-level riders. Clutch was very easy to use, gear shifter, everything was nice and smooth and easy to use.
So a nice big single disc up front. How did you find the stopping power, the feel of the brakes? Any thoughts on that?
I really like the braking power on it. For example, yesterday I did have to do a quick stop, and it handled beautifully. So again, entry level, the braking on this is very easy to use.
Confidence inspiring?
Definitely.
Indicators, switchgear, mirrors, cockpit. How did you like the pod?
Everything visually was very easy to read and see while I was riding. Using the signal indicators, they were easy to turn on and cancel as well. So I like the location of everything. It wasn't distracting or difficult for me at all again. So for an entry-level rider, it's not confusing to them, I don't believe. It would be very easy for them. Very affordable motorbike. This is just perfect. I think anybody that was looking for that first motorbike, or even second motorbike if they're moving up from the 125 or 250, this is it. This is what I recommend they go for. It's very light and easy to handle, so it's awesome in building up your confidence level.
Right.
And this, it's great for in town. It's really nice and light. The slow speed maneuver, it's very easy to work with slow speed maneuvers for in town. And I've been on this for hours and hours today, and so I would even say if you have a little bit of a long haul to go, you could make this work as well.
So what's the one lasting impression on the R3? When you get back to Barrie this evening, what will stick in your mind about the R3?
The power. the power that was there and how solid it was on the highway. The fact that I could stay nice and solid on the highway and not be blown around, and I could keep up there with traffic speed and comfort. Those would be my three.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
Yes,
today. You did a
thank you.
great job.
Thanks.
Awesome.